Hello friends! If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you are coming back, welcome back. Thank you for the patronage, I really do appreciate it. Today's topic is going to be Dungeons & Dragons BADD's campaign. Not much else I need to say, so let's get on with the video. BADD used many tactics to try to demonize role-playing games. The most effective of these was to assert, with no evidence, that role-playing games contributed to crime and suicide. As a result, many school districts banned RPGs. It is a classic moral panic in that it presented a social problem where one didn't exist. A reporter finally challenged Pulling's authority in 1989 after she claimed that about 8% of the population of Richmond were involved in satanic activity. The reporter pointed out that this came to about 56,000 people, more than the Methodist population of Richmond at the time. Pulling responded that this figure included occultists and New Agers. When asked how she came to this figure, she sidestepped the issue entirely by replying that it was a conservative estimate. Of course she sidestepped the issue, because she couldn't support her figures. The truth is, D&D critics didn't think in terms of statistics, but in terms of narrative. To them, the more stories of teen suicide, the worse the problem. BADD maintained a list of males who played D&D and committed suicide or violent crime. However, correlation never equals causation. Hicks pointed out that many cases in BADD's files were either unreliable or dishonestly presented. One item even came from a tabloid. Some versions of the list have newspaper clippings, and some of these were cropped to dishonestly eliminate mentions of other factors, such as mental illness. Humans are pattern-seeking animals, and the list made effective use of this tendency. A mathematician named John Allen Palos used BADD as an example of a fallacy called Broad's fallacy. This fallacy is made when someone states the number of cases rather than the probability of a phenomenon. In statistics speak, this list actually suggested that playing D&D drastically reduced suicide rates. Also, D&D was associated with criminality because of the availability heuristic, a psychological phenomenon where supposed probability of an event happening is based on how many examples come to mind instead of how many actual cases there are. BADD persuaded a lot of people that RPGs were both deviant and dangerous by using these tactics. Gygax received death threats, so he hired a bodyguard. All because one stupid woman couldn't accept the fact that her son committed suicide because he had depression. The media accepted BADD's claims, but to their credit, federal agencies were far more skeptical. BADD and NCTV petitioned federal agencies to require a warning label on the game and wanted similar warnings for the TV show in 1985. They were both denied. Because of Pulling's campaigns, schools in many states banned D&D. In 1985, in Putnam, Connecticut, panic broke out after a 13-year-old hanged himself. Despite the investigation concluding that the suicide was related to drug use, a physician was convinced that it stemmed from him playing D&D. The physician gathered 600 signatures on a petition to ban D&D, and the school board caved. Look, people, I have all the respect in the world for physicians. I've only met one dumb doctor. But doctors are not investigators. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to know when I come out with new material, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source that I used for this episode. Please remember I am now taking requests. You can leave those in the comments as well. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.